Hey, it's Gigguk, and you're watching Pixel Party Pals. Woo! I got it right on my first take.
It is! Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back with another video from Gigguk, and today we are checking out I found everyone's next anime crush. And yeah, if it's about a manga that's coming out, he's probably right. Like, everything that he's covered, like, in the past has just happened. You know, Psalm 100, that's happening, that's going to be awesome, that manga's incredible. Call of the Night, whatever. Let's see who this next anime crush is going to be, shall we?
Smoking in real life be like... Oh, smoking in manga, that's like...
Okay.
Slice of life. It's a genre that, hey, I'm talking here! It's
Not all slice of life is boring.
a genre I've never been able to fully get into because, well, a lot of the times I find it boring. I
Alright.
can see its appeal, but way too often it's about shows or stories I have zero interest or relatability to. Cause look, I'm a 32-year-old grown-ass adult. What the hell am I gonna have in common with watching the 100th show about some high school girl sitting in a classroom going, "Ah, Pizza Johnny looking super kawaii today!" You're the one who looks the most kawaii with the little hair and the little things. That's the guy. Anal sex shit, There is rarely anything in this genre for me, so it came as a big surprise when I found Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, a manga that tackles something I
Yeah, hasn't he already talked about this? Or someone else? I'm sure he's already talked about this.
can finally relate to. Something that's not more cute anime girls, something I rarely get to see. Being a boring ass adult. This manga might have ignited a fire in me I had no idea could be ignited. It hit a spot I am now trying relentlessly to fill up, and if you're a boring ass adult like me, I think you might like it too. Oh, and there's a hot anime goth girl in it.
Nice.
Sasaki doesn't have a lot going on in his life. Working at a soul-sucking job for a company that barely treats him like a human being, he doesn't have a lot to look forward to in his day-to-day grind. That is, except for the cheerful smile of Yamada, the lovely clerk at the supermarket he visits after his shift that brings him just a small dose of joy in his otherwise tedious life.
Oh, isn't this just basically about, like, just chilling behind the shop, having a smoke with someone else that smokes?
So one particularly grueling day, however, he pops in to find out that she's already ended her shift. So to deal with the fact that today he doesn't get to see Yamada's joyful face, there's only one solution he can think of. Lung cancer.
How many cigarettes have you got, lad?
What the what?
Unfortunately in Japan, huffing copium in public has been made illegal and also slightly frowned upon. So looking for a place to spark up a signal in private, he gets called over behind the supermarket by a mysterious girl who calls herself Tayama. Wow, what a unique name. I wonder where she got that from. Huh? She looks a little edgy, slick leather jacket, choker, boots, dark lipstick, but looks a little familiar, eh? I wonder what the old man thinks.
I've never met this man in my life.
She's noticed that he's always stopping at Yamada's cashier and teases him a bit. Yeah, she's a little cheeky, bit of a cheeky girl, probably eats a lot at Nando's, but finds out that Sasaki doesn't have any ulterior motives. He's just an older dude who appreciates Yamada's gleeful energy. They get talking and a small friendship starts to form. And so Sasaki finds a new cycle in his daily routine, as every time he visits the supermarket he shares a smoke break with this mysterious girl as they talk about stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. That's the manga. Yes.
Okay. Right. Alright. But how do you then keep it going?
This is a manga about two adults who go behind the supermarket to share a smoke break together. Now before I recommend this manga, as we all know, smoking is bad for your health. Here are just some of the negative effects of smoking. Increased risk of cancer,
Yes.
heart disease,
Yes.
lung disease,
Yes.
strokes,
Yes.
chronic bronchitis,
Right.
emphysema, and everyone
Right.
else on my Patreon for helping to support me for this
Wasn't expecting that. That was great. That was great.
and a shitload of other stuff that is just absolutely terrible for your health. Now, are there any positive effects of smoking? Getting the chance to vibe with the hot goth girl behind your local combini. Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You was one of the most popular and hyped up newly published series in Japan last.
Oh, that's where I seen it. So he did the manga award thingy-bob. I remember now. Yes.
Yeah, and when I read the first chapter, I didn't understand why. 5 chapters later, I still didn't understand why. 26 chapters later, and I still didn't understand why, but where the hell is the next chapter? Wait, this is a monthly release? I have to wait a bloody month now? Oh no. I like this manga. It's comforting. It's relatable.
Cool.
It's needs a shorter name because goddamn, this is going to be tedious to pronounce. But most importantly, it is a vibe if you're over the age of 23 because most extraordinarily, it is a manga starring actual adults. No overly anime bullshit, no exaggerated personalities, just two fully grown adults chilling with each other talking about random shit. It's a story that perfectly portrays the vibe of the small intricacies and mundanity of adult life. And I know that sounds like a weird way to make a story sound appealing, but hear me out, okay? Alright, it's time for a patented Gigguk tangent, but stick with me, I swear I'm going somewhere with this. So back when I worked for the BBC...
Alright.
Get off me! I need people to know I work for the BBC! Back during the days when I worked for the United Kingdom Transmission Organization, I had my own little routine. There would be a single Tesco's Express on my way back, and every day I would go in and give myself a little treat. We all love to clown on British food, rightly so, but one thing I'll always happily defend is their crisps. It's pretty much the only time you'll
crisps are awesome, man.
Find properly seasoned food in England, and to me, one stood above them all. Walker's Max Punchy Paprika. Ridge cut crisps with that perfect thickness to give it that crunch and maximize the delicious smoky paprika flavor, all for the price of 75p.
Nice.
This was my little treat to signify the end of a
Like £1.25 now, they'd be like, alright.
hard day's work, so you'd understand my horror when one day I walked in and I found out that this particular branch of Tesco's had stopped selling Walker's Max crisps.
Oh, I would be devastated.
Why? Why would they do this? What did they expect me to do? Settle for the inferior plain old Walker's crisps? Settle for a flavor that's not punchy paprika? Add 5 minutes on my daily walk home so I can see if Sainsbury's has it? No! I wasn't gonna do that. I refused to do that. So like a true Brit, I masked my disappointment by filing a complaint in my mind, walking home dejected and crispsless, and returned the next day to burn the entire store down. Now that may have sounded like a weird tangent, but that was a slice of my adult life. Sometimes the smallest and most mundane things is the stuff that stands out the most in your day, and that's the vibe that is perfectly captured in Smokers Anonymous behind Tesco's Express. Sasaki doesn't come to the same cashier every day because he has a weird, creepy crush, but because seeing that joyful smile brightens his day just a little bit. She's no punchy paprika, but I get it. And Tayama serves as the emotional crux I wish I had when I couldn't tell anybody about the atrocity Tesco's had committed on me that day.
Those bastards.
Sasaki finishes work one day after accidentally making a girl cry because he tried giving a team member encouraging words but unintentionally came off as angry and aggressive. In England, we call that forgetting to end your business emails with kind regards and instead just saying regards. He tells Tayama about it and she gives him a sound pep talk about how shit like this doesn't matter in the long term. If you're a good person, that team member will eventually realize that in time. But if you're really worried about it, here's how to smile and not look like an angry psychopath. He starts to laugh, she gives him a bit of shit back. He starts to worry that he accidentally just made her angry then and there. And she's like, nah, don't overthink it, bro. And that's it. That's the chapter. There's just something satisfying about seeing people bonding and growing closer over the simplest conversations. Work life, dating, small, menial shit that happens in their day, just two adults being real with each other. And as someone who's introverted, these are the situations I love. Alright, fellow introverts, hear me out. Talking to strangers can be scary. Talking to
Yeah, it is.
people you don't know can be exhausting.
Yeah, it can.
But to me, it all becomes worth it in that moment when you find that one person you just instantly vibe with. It doesn't have to be about having the same common interests as them or even having similar personalities. Something about that energy just clicks with you. For once, you don't feel like you're draining your social energy hanging out with someone. One 5-minute interaction accidentally turns into a 2-hour conversation as you lost track of time talking about shit you don't even remember talking about. And that's the beauty encapsulated in this manga. Sasaki and Tayama aren't necessarily similar. They aren't even that close to each other in age, but goddamn if there isn't something comforting about their chemistry together. You're just watching two adults vibing with each other, shooting the shit about stuff that doesn't really matter. And I didn't know I could get this invested in a story about two people just enjoying each other's company. As time goes on, we even see a slight romance subplot start to form. And we might want to keep this on the down low because I do have a bit of an age gap and we don't want to give Twitter something new to
Oh no.
pretend to be mad about.
I want problems, always!
But rest assured, it's treated as maturely as the rest of the manga is. From the start, Sasaki never came in with nefarious intentions, and the evolution of their relationship feels completely natural as they slowly start to emotionally rely on one another, give each other companionship, so any kind of developing feelings never takes priority over what they provide for each other and why they keep coming back. An honest to God, human connection. Alright, I would be lying though if I didn't say I wasn't just a little bit invested, because Tayama is just perfect. The leather jacket, the choker, the punk energy, adding just a tiny bit of Tsun energy. She gets a little cheeky, has a little devious side to her personality, but it's nothing but
just a bit of banter.
Wait a minute. Another manga about a guy and a mischievous anime girl with a romantic tension? Wait a minute. This is just another teasing manga. Wait a minute. This is just Nagatoro for adults! The only travesty right now is that because this manga is still pretty new and it's on a monthly release schedule, I've not had nearly enough to satisfy my craving, which caused me to come to the realization when searching for similar stories is that, why is there not more shows like this? We have an avalanche of moe blob high school girls doing some mundane activity, and you know, I get it, it's cute, it's comfy, but whose slice of life is this? I like my cute anime girls, but I can't relate to this. What do you think I look like, a fucking Funko Pop? There must be some slice of life with adults out there. Oh, hell yeah. New game? A slice of life about working adults in the game development world? This is the adults? Sparking up a Siggy next to the Lawsons hits a spot I didn't know I wanted it to hit. And if that sounds like your thing, please, dear God, just give it a read. Because not only do I want this to get more popular, but I want more stories like this. No high school anime bullshit, no after school club activities, no cute girls doing cute things. We have adult people doing adult things. Wait a minute. No cute anime girls? Just a bunch of adults talking about dumb bullshit that doesn't really matter? Why does this sound so familiar to me? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, like, I realized, I was like, he's talked about this before, but then it hit my head that, like, yeah, he did the anime, well, no, the manga award things, like, and that's where it came from, so it's cool that he went back and checked it out. Seems cool. I like that idea. It just, yeah. I like things that are realistic. You know? Like, I always say to people, like, I like basing things that I write about, jokes-wise, off of, like, real-life stuff, because it just seems more believable. And even if it's not believable, it seems it because it's based off of truth. And that just seems like as if, like, it's based off of maybe an interaction that someone had at one point, and then, yeah, seems awesome. If it's got, if I see it in Waterstones, I'll buy the first volume and check it out. I think I'll do that. But yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you check out my Etsy shop. Links in the description for t-shirts and hoodies that I have designed. And thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video I upload, link in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month is all I ask to support the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for that. And thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know that I should watch guys in future videos. I'll see you guys next time.